Digging back into the 1968 and a half Auto World catalog, all kinds of treasures in here. Look here, we find the Johann pages, and it's interesting because they're kind of lo-fi, illustrations and charcoal pictures, no color. But again, it shows you that Johann was really wringing the sponge. 67 models, old favorites and classics, and basically stock vehicles you could get if you wanted. 1966 models right here, the AMC, Chrysler 300, 65 models, and then 64 models, Chrysler 300, and again that Rambler American. Now getting back to 64, if you know your Johann models, you'll probably know this one very well. This is the Dodge Superstock, 1964. It's a Hemi car. It's got Hemi power on the fender. But if we look at it, we'll see some interesting details. It's a 4-headlight car. It's not an A990 or anything like that. But the box art's cool, super groovy, super stock parts. And then on this side here, recharged. What? Recharged? Well, here's the thing. At this point in time, the Ramchargers were actually licensed with MPC to make flip-top funny car models, the Dodge Dart and that sort of a thing. So apparently something happened to where the Ramchargers were no longer gracefully using or allowing the use of the name Ramchargers. So recharge seems like Ramcharger, but it ain't Ramcharger. It keeps them out of court. But this is the actual original right here, 64 Dodge Polara hardtop and the Ramchargers logo on the door. And this is even the Max Wedge engine right there. And the race Hemi was something, but the Ramcharger 426, there was a re-release of this kit with the 426 Hemi. But again, this is the original box art right here, and it's a flat kit. So once again, this is kind of problematic if you're a retailer. Your shelf space had to be used as 100%, as efficient as possible. And another flat box, which is kind of weird. This is another one, the original Superstock right here, Ramchargers, Hodges, Dodges, and the flip-top body in the lower right corner, left corner, is actually something that never happened. The Ramchargers never had a steel-bodied 64 Dodge of any kind that was a flip-top. But again, this is Johann kind of using up tooling and, you know, maximizing their investment. And here's the funny Dodge, and the decals are awesome, beautiful stuff. If you were a kid, you wouldn't want to try and paint those candy stripes on the roof of your model. But with that said, very nice model. All molded in white plastic, no colors here, don't need that. Because if you're a good model builder, you want to paint this thing, spray it white, and then put those decals on it. But again, the race Hemi is in place. And the great thing about this Hemi engine is the way that it's got the K-heads with the flat valve covers on the ends, just like 64 and 5 engines had. And then the engine itself has part number and a casting date in the side of the block. It's really cool. Way more detail than any MPC or AMT Hemi motor. These are really well done. I'd almost say that these are modern Revell tools, but these go back to 1950 or 50 years ago, so 1964. And cool, this is the funny car stuff right here. Mickey Thompson finned valve covers, which are classic funny car stuff with a fuel motor, and the Hallebrand wheels up front. And again, these parts here were not something that were be used on an actual model because a replica of an actual car, because it was completely fictitious, but that's okay. In model building, your imagination is the limit. And over here, it's kind of cool here, a magazine ad right here, Johann 64 winningest kits, Dodge Ramchargers, Plymouth Golden Commando. And it's cool, these guys, when they went back to work as Dodge and Plymouth engineers by the week, they probably were psyched, you know, and told their management about these cool new models that are promoting the brand, you know, and these guys were factory-backed racers, and they got a lot of free parts from the factory. And getting into this, the USA Oldies series, this is 1976, so we're talking about, you know, 35 years, whatever it is, after the founding of Johann in 1947, 57, 77, yeah, 40 years. And they kind of cheaped out a little bit. These are just repurposing old kits, just probably burning out new old stock. No new tools came out at this point in time. These were all reissues of stuff that had been around for a long time. The Holland Hearse and the Roaring Ambulance are nowhere to be seen in this catalog. By 1976, those were discontinued because I think the demand for those was about zero. All the kids who bought all their all those models by monogram, like the hard hat hauler and stuff like that. But getting back to the present day, this is a new book that just came out, We Were the Ramchargers, the second edition by Dave Rockwell, who is a sociologist or a psychiatrist, I think. But when he was a 15-year-old kid, he'd go on the road with the Ramchargers and wipe the slicks when they went match racing. He's probably the guy who's cleaned off the tires on this, but Rockwell did a fantastic job on the first book. And this second book celebrating the Ramcharger's 65th anniversary. It's a great book. It has more pictures in it than even the original. Tells the whole story of what the Ramchargers were up to, and just a cool book. It's by SAE Publishing. Grab it if you can. So with that said, that's the story of how the 64 Dodge Recharged grew out of the 64 Dodge Ramchargers kit without a stop in court to prevent any kind of copyright infringement problems, which would have probably hit them. Today, Ramchargers logos are highly coveted and protected by attorneys who realize the value of the name and the brand and the trademark, and so you don't put Ramchargers on even your real race car without having a talk with somebody to make sure it's really cool. Kind of weird, it happens. Well, that's the story of the Ramchargers and Johann, and how Johann doesn't refer to Johann Sebastian Bach, but rather John Hanley, the guy who founded Johann back in 1947.